Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, yes. The last few days have not been good for William Ruto. William Ruto and his brigade in UDA have been finding it very hard campaigning in some parts of the country. Yesterday, Rigathi Gachagua was campaigning on the mountain, and we saw him being heckled even in his own backyard of Nyeri County. He was also heckled yesterday in Kirinyaga, and today was in Meru County, and the reception was not all that good. And as I talk, William Ruto is still in Northeastern doing his campaigns there. And William Ruto is not also finding it very easy there. It seems that his message is not resonating very well with people in Northeastern. We are seeing cases of him being heckled, and even yesterday, we saw Aden Duale, somebody almost pulled down his trouser. So all these are just indications that William Ruto and his brigade, in the past few days, they have actually not been finding it a little bit easy. Or rather, they have not been finding the going easier, or rather easy. So in this video, ladies and gentlemen, I want us to have a look at a short clip of what happened today in Narok as UDA brigades were campaigning there. For that clip is going to form the basis of our analysis and discussion right now. But before we have a look at that clip, let's have a look at some clips let's have a look at some instances of what has so far befell Ruto and Duale in Northeastern. Have a look at this.
يا نقدرة أو زيتون له ولا على سيد عالم بروك ولا نخو.
That's what befell Ruto's team in Northeastern province. And it's clear the message William Ruto is selling in Northeastern is not resonating very well with those people there. A good majority of them might be aligning themselves to Azimio, but William Ruto there is just trying to sell them a narrative they don't understand. So let's have a look at a clip of what transpired today in Narok County. Have a look at this. That's UDA's brigade being heckled in Narok County today. Yes. And largely, if you look at it deeply, William Ruto has been campaigning across the country very peacefully. Nobody has been interfering with William Ruto's rallies and campaigns across the country. What we have been seeing has been Azimio leaders being heckled. And in most occasions, it's believed that it has been William Ruto and his foot soldiers who have actually been paying goons to heckle their political competitors. But now we are seeing even now them being heckled. What's actually happening here? What has so far changed, ladies and gentlemen? I strongly believe that William Ruto himself shot himself on the foot. If at all it's true, he has been organizing goons to heckle his opponents. I tend to believe, in my honest opinion, that the same dish is also being served to him. I'm seeing a high possibility where maybe even William Ruto's opponents are now going that route. Or if not William Ruto's opponents, the people themselves are trying to teach Ruto a lesson. They are just trying to remind Ruto and to tell Ruto of how bad it is to actually organize for your opponent to be heckled. I'm seeing such kind of possibilities. Either it's William Ruto's competitors organizing goons to also heckle him the way he has also been doing, or I'm seeing the people in their own volition just heckling William Ruto and his brigade to disapprove of his brand of politics. And I don't think that's the best route to go, because each and every person is free to campaign in any part of the country. That's what I'm seeing here. And then secondly, I'm seeing Kenyans in general, they have for a very long time been very patient and tolerant with William Ruto's lies and politics of deceit. So I'm seeing Kenyans are now just fed up. They are now just fed up with William Ruto's lies and politics of deceit. So they are just trying to air their grievances for maybe William Ruto to know they are not fools. Because we saw Ruto being heckled in Mandera, in Garissa, and some parts of Northeastern. We saw Rigathi being heckled even in his own backyard in Nyeri, Kirinyaga, and now we are seeing these other leaders being heckled in Narok. I tend to believe Kenyans have come to the reality, or rather to the realization, that William Ruto is lying to them. He is just taking advantage. He's taking advantage of them. So they are just trying to disapprove of William Ruto's message. That's also something I'm seeing here. And also I'm seeing Kenyans who are now just trying to tell Ruto where their true allegiance actually lies. You know, for all these years, there was no serious election to be undertaken. But now we are just left with only 2 months to the election. So I'm seeing Kenyans clearly telling William Ruto where their true allegiance actually lies. And Kenyans are telling William Ruto that they are supporting his political opponents, or other competitors. They don't believe in his leadership and in his, or rather they don't believe in his leadership style. That's also something I'm seeing coming out very, very clearly. And also, if you look at Narok County, Narok is predominantly Maasai. And one thing that can actually annoy the Maasais in Narok is to touch Mao. It's believed seriously that William Ruto and his Kipsigis community actually invaded Mao. And William Ruto was actually defending his people as they were invading Mao. And William Ruto even went further to incite the Kipsigis who had encroached in Mao to, Ruto had incited them against Raila Amolo Odinga. So to the Maasais, they see William Ruto as their enemy. Somebody who's coming to their area, or rather going to Narok, to destroy their water catchment areas. So because of that again, I'm seeing Maasais in Narok just disapproving of any leader who is aligning himself or herself to William Ruto. That's also the message I'm seeing here. And then also from those hecklings, I'm seeing the mentioning Kenta. Kenta is ODM's gubernatorial candidate for Narok. So that can also mean in one way or the other, if at all they were genuine people who are just heckling in their own volition without actually being paid to heckle, then I'm seeing their heckling also just proving and confirming that ODM's gubernatorial candidate Kenta is actually popular in that area. That can also signal his popularity. If at all those people heckling were not actually mobilized or paid to heckle, that is a confirmation that he is a force to reckon with in Narok. he is a popular candidate. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, let me stop there for today. But before I stop, in case you've bumped here for the very first time, and so far you have not yet subscribed, kindly subscribe, give this video a like. Give it a like, please. And to our fans and subscribers here, I'm very much humble, very grateful for the kind of support you are giving me here. God bless you, God bless Kenya. Any other person watching us outside Kenya for the very first time, drop a comment, let us know from which part of the globe you are watching us from. And if possible again, subscribe, give this video a like. Thank you, God bless you, God bless Kenya.